talk to my childcare leaders, those of you that are the CEO in your business and you work in your business on a day-to-day basis. I've been talking a lot about working in survival mode. Sometimes you can confuse survival mode with being productive. You confuse wearing many hats is I gotta do what I gotta do, because if I don't do it, it won't get done. And when you take a look at that, is that really true? Is that a productive mindset, or is that a survival mode mindset? Because as a CEO, you should be able to step away from your business and it should still be able to function without you. But if you are still operating in your business and if you step away and your business crumble without you, and you've been doing this for over 2 to 3 years and even 10 years plus, then my friend, you are in survival mode. Now, one topic I want to address is staffing, because I hear a lot of childcare leaders say there's not a lot of good teachers out here. It's hard to staff. Is it really? Or are you doing some things that is making it hard for you to get your staff? So let's look at a few things that could be happening to where you're having a hard time to get staff. First of all, what is your mentality? Are you moving in an abundance mentality where you know that if I go out here and hire teachers, I'm going to get what I get and I'm going to have what I need? Or are you coming from a scarcity? Again, we just talked about that. It's so hard to find good teachers. Nobody want to work. I don't agree. You have teachers, educators out here and taking up these courses and getting their degrees in early childhood education. So what are you saying that they're not out there? I do believe that you have to take a look at the root cause if you have in this cycle to where you can't staff and keep staff in your center. So I'm going to touch on 3 reasons why I believe you are probably having a hard time getting and retaining staff. For number 1, the root cause is that you are operating out of survival mode. You're not operating out of abundance. Okay? So let's talk about timing. When are you hiring? Are you hiring right when you know people quitting? Or you know they're getting ready to quit and you're so overwhelmed with other things that you haven't set the time to sit there and bring somebody in. I know that every teacher that comes to your center, they just don't up and leave. I know that some of them do give you a notice and say, I will be leaving at this time. What is that timing like? I have a post on my one of my videos. I say that you need to hire top heavy. So that way, when you have teacher shortage, somebody call out, somebody could step in and take over. So top heavy, you should always be hiring. You should never get relaxed. I would say so many times out the quarter, maybe 2 or 3 times out of a year, you need to really be having a line of teachers ready and set to go. So timing could be the problem of why you can't retain and hire staff. You're doing it at the last minute, which causes you to bring in the wrong type of people. Okay? The second thing, how are you feeling? Where are you emotionally? Is your anxiety high? Are you stressed because you know I gotta get this teacher in, I gotta fill up these classrooms? Let me tell you something. When you hire from a place of stress and anxiety, you're going to bring in people that you have no business bringing in. This is where you bring in disqualified people. You know your gut is telling you, yeah, no, I don't think you need to hire that person. But your eyes is showing you, but my classroom is empty, so I'm going to take a chance and I'm going to try to help them be the best teacher. Let me tell you something. You cannot help a teacher be a best teacher. It has to already be in them. So when you are feeling from a place of peace and you coming from a place of I get to decide who I bring in, you can go a little bit deeper than what they have on paper. You're not going to be impressed with what they say, but you're gonna sit there and be able to feel their energy to say, you know what, you telling me this, but I feel something very different here. So that's why it's important when you're in the hiring process. How do you feel? Are you, again, is your anxiety high, or are you, look, I'm chill, I'm gonna get this done, and I'm gonna bring in the right people? My last point, but certainly not the very last, but this is important. Once your staff is in place, how do you feel after you have hired? Have you come to a place where you feel content about your decision? Do you feel relaxed? Or does your nervous system, are you still on edge, just wondering, oh, is this person gonna leave? Are they gonna stay? Because you should have had all of that worked out in the hiring process. So these are 3 reasons why I believe that childcare leaders have a hard time staffing and retaining staff, and also getting qualified staff. Just a recap: number 1, your timing. You may be hiring under a crunch. Number 2, you may be emotionally unavailable, on a roller coaster. You may not be feeling your best, and now you feeling like, I need to hire because it's necessary, even if it means I got to bring in a wrong person. So you may be emotionally off during your hiring process. And last but not least, when you bring in, do you feel on edge? Do you feel calm? Because what happens is that your staff is going to feel that, and that is the first. And if they feel that, hey, this my boss kind of, yeah, I gotta go. Because sometimes, let's be honest, it be you pushing yourself out the door. It's not that the staff, and I'm not saying that they can't get up and leave, and yeah, they can. But sometimes you are the reason why the staff leave, but you won't know that until you take a step back and be honest with yourself and ask yourself, hey, am I operating out of survival mode, or am I operating out of abundance where I can sit here and make executive decisions and not flinch? I can decide the type of staff I want to bring in. And once I bring them in, I'm not on edge wondering if they're going to quit, how long they're going to stay. Because I know if I had myself together in the beginning, that when I went into my interview process, I'm going to attract what I want. I'm going to stand on this. You are your business. Your child care center is a reflection of you. It may be hard for you to accept that and digest it, but it is. Start mirroring, let yourself and looking at yourself, and start making changes within yourself, and watch changes in your child care center change. So that is all that I have for you for now. Again, thank you so much for tuning into this video. Again, my name is Connie, and I help childcare leaders get out of survival mode so that they can have successful childcare centers. I also teach monthly classes on how to get out of survival mode so that your childcare center could be successful. So if that is something that you are interested in, please DM me. I do have a class coming up soon. This is for people that are saying, look, I know that I need to make a change within myself, and I know that if I don't learn how to regulate my nervous system, if I don't learn how to get into a place to where I can execute from abundance, I'm going to keep going around and around the same circle, and my child care center is going to suffer from it. It ain't about your systems. It ain't about, you can have all of that in place. Again, you can have all the coaches, and I'm not taking that away. But if you don't start with you first, everything that you do, if you build it on a shaky foundation, it's going to crumble. All right? So again, thank you so much for taking the time to view this video. Do share it, like it, and hey, again, take these little tips and these nuggets and put it in action, if nothing else. Okay? Have a good one. Bye.